Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of my 2020 garden. What I thought I would do today is plant some cold weather plants in my greenhouse. Now my greenhouse is not heated, and so I have to plant things that can take a frost. And even though they're under cover here, they won't get frost, but it does get very cold in here. So I thought I would plant some lettuce, some kale, some bok choy, and some radishes out here in the greenhouse. I am able to keep them out here, and I keep them on the floor. It gets really hot in here when the sun is out, but then at night it cools way down. So we probably have 50-degree temperature swings in here. So I've done this before. It has worked before. Things germinate, but they germinate very slowly. But it's always worth it. If you know you're growing something, it makes me happy. So let me show you why I think I can do this. My greenhouse is still kind of a mess, but I've got these big tubs. These are 25-gallon grow tubs in here, full of soil. I tried to get them out of here, but they were too heavy. They were so frozen. I could probably do it now because they're not frozen, but right now I'm using them as heat sinks. Because my greenhouse is not heated, everything that's in here retains heat. You know, I've got the black floor, so the ground underneath here is not frozen. I've got these tubs, and I thought I would put my trays on top of these tubs, and then when we get nights in the teens, it'll still keep them warm. Because even though it freezes outside, it doesn't really freeze in the greenhouse anymore. But well, it's cold right now. It's going to get warmed up this week. And it's kind of like winter sowing, but in a big cloche. The only difference is you have to remember to come on here and water stuff. If I put it in here and put it on top of these pots that I have, I think they'll keep them warm enough to grow. So I want to do some cut and come again lettuce. And for that, I'm going to do this Rocky Top mix, which is a really good cut and come again salad mix. I'm going to do some Pac Choi. I've got this hybrid Joy Choi, it's called, and a hybrid purple Pac Choi that likes the cold. Some kale, so I can do some baby kale and lettuce in salads. Blue curled Scotch kale is really good as a baby kale. And then I'll just throw some radishes in something and do some radishes. Let me show you my trays that I'm going to use. So these are the trays that I bought to do this kind of planting. They are a half tray insert. And they've got the holes in them, so I can bottom water things. And if you're looking for this kind of thing, I bought all my trays this year from Greenhouse Megastore, I think it's called, online. Really fast shipping. This is not sponsored. I don't do sponsored videos, but really fast shipping. They have a really good selection, and I just kind of went a little crazy. So sign up for their email list, and they'll email you when they're having sales, and I bought these when they were on sale. I'm going to fill these up with dirt. Well, fill them up to like there. For the lettuce and the kale, I'm just going to kind of widely scatter the seed around. And then for the radishes and the bok choy, I will make some holes in here and grow them in here. The potting mix I'm using, as always, is this Pro Mix potting mix. It's an all-purpose mix. It's got a lot of, it's really got a lot of peat in it. You can see. It doesn't, here's a stick, but it doesn't normally have a lot of debris in it. It's a really good potting mix. And I just use this bin here. It's just like a regular old tote. And I put the potting mix in there and moisten it so it holds together. And that's how I know it's moist enough. So you can see I've got this pretty loose in here. I'm just going to take it, tap it down. And then I'm going to take my lettuce mix. Now these will be like a cut and come again lettuce. And then I'm going to do my kale the same way, a little further apart than the lettuces. You can always pull these plants out once they've sprouted and pot them up individually. And I may end up doing that, I don't know, but for now I'm going to start them in here. There we go, and that's where they will grow up. They should be just fine in there. Okay, for the radishes. You can plant these however you want to plant them. One year in one of my pots, I planted my radishes in a circle. It turned out pretty cool. So I'm just gonna, let me get a stick here. This radish seed is old, so I'm being generous with it. It should be okay though. There we go. And then here, I'll actually make holes. I'm just putting 2 or 3 seeds in each one. I'm just going to collapse them. And do the same thing here. Water them in. That is going to be it for this time in the garden. The great thing about sowing things like this is, first of all, they're in the greenhouse. They get plenty of light. They are kind of accustomed to cooler weather since we don't get really warm until May or so, and sometimes June. The nice thing about growing them like this is you can always break them apart and plant them on the garden, because sometimes it takes a little while to germinate these seeds. So out here they'll germinate when they're ready to germinate. I do have to remember though, if it's sunny and in the 50s, I have to remember to open the door in the greenhouse because it can get really hot in here. Thanks so much for watching this episode. If you like what you saw here, don't forget to click on that subscribe button or give me a thumbs up. And you can really do me a favor by sharing this video. And one thing I found is a lot of my favorite gardening channels weren't showing up on my feed. So I went through and clicked all the notification bells. So if you're interested, click that notification bell. Oh, also another thing I'd like to know is, what are you growing in your garden? I really kind of want to know what everybody is growing, because I like to live vicariously through everybody. You know, are you going to experiment this year? Are you expanding your garden? Are you a first-time gardener? Leave a comment down in the comment section below and let me know. And I just love to know what everybody is growing in their garden. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you back in the garden. Happy gardening, everybody. Bye-bye.